Now, we know what personalities came near this great super personality, and how many of them were charged up and managed to find God for themselves. And we started the journey. Last week I said, look, let me start with the first devotees who arrived. We had this Dr. Ramachandra Dutt, and so on. So these powerful people started to arrive. They said this Ramachandra had this dream. In his dream, he was given a mantra, and it was like getting a ticket on the internet, print it out, and then you present it when you go to the venue, and they let you in. So he took his mantra to Ramakrishna and said, come, give me a mantra back, I'll put you in, I take you in. And this is a real experience, God experience given to a devotee. So this is how the story begins. So we have this super personality, not able to just see God for themselves, but to show God to others. How marvelous can this be? What more can we ask for? Now I'm going to take the story further. Let me before just recap, I like to recap what we have studied. We studied the idea that, you see, the tantric system has been vilified as something that is kind of left-handed and not very wholesome. So we have heard about this tantric philosophy being misused. We also heard that Sri Ramakrishna suggested that the pure idea of Tantra is to get over the idea of attraction and aversion. If you stop polarizing your experience through attraction and aversion, you classify, you take attraction, yes, aversion, no, I don't want it. This is how we all the time interact with the reality, with this world. Always keep classifying, polarizing. If you can rise above this kind of polarization and go beyond it, then you don't say this experience, good or bad, you say experience rather than what is being experienced. You rise above it through the practice of Tantra. This is the whole pure idea of Tantra. There's nothing wrong with it. And you know to what extent he experienced it, to what extent he practiced it. Remember, putting it into practice. This Ramakrishna would sit at the bank of the river Ganga, take a piece of clay, take a rupee, hardly get any money, but whatever he had. He would say clay, money, can't see the difference, pour them both in the water. He said, what a waste of money, but never mind. He was practicing Tantra. He couldn't see the difference. He would go in the middle of the night. These are real stories. You see the outcasts who live in little jhupparpatis nearby, he would go into their houses and clean their toilets. So this idea that I am the upper caste, these are the lower caste, and this is called filth. What filth? Aversion? What aversion? So this idea of Tantra was not just something that he just theorized, he put it into practice in his life, very visibly. So this is, if you like, mastery over the Tantras. Then we see, as I told you, this person is to reconcile various approaches in spirituality in one lifetime. And the story goes further. You see, there has always been this idea of how can Jnana and Bhakti be reconciled. Again, we did the story of how in his life he practiced the Bhakti Marg, variety of different approaches in Bhakti Marg, not just one. Vatsalya Bhav, Shanta Bhav, Madhur Bhav, he practiced all of them, hit the same destination. And he also practiced Advaita Vedanta through Totapuri. This idea that I am essentially that which I was searching for. That is my essential nature, spirit, Atman. Both visible in his life, reconciled. There has been one issue that has always been puzzling the philosophers. And again, you see, let me give you some secret about this man. I'm telling you secrets. People have a habit of classifying Ramakrishna, saying that he is a great bhakta. He would fold his hands, humble fellow, living in the Dakshineshwar temple, saying, Mummy, Mother Goddess, Kalima, please bless me, a great devotee of Kalima, bhakta. This is the guise in which we see him. And we hear about this great Vivekananda, this Swami Vivekananda, who is like that, and is full of intellectual acumen. Tremendous supreme personality with tremendous ability to intellectualize. As a gnani, I tell you the secret. In fact, this is exactly wrong. I tell you why even. When you look at him, he is not a bhakta, he is a prakhara gnani. And when you look at Vivekananda, even though he looks like it, look at his eyes, it gives them away. He's a great bhakta, a great devotee. Now why do they switch? Why do they mess about? I tell you why. I've really thought about this guy very hard. If Ramakrishna would, make an appearance, for example, suppose this is his unique feature, tremendous intellect, but Gnana Marg, then you see, if he maintained that guise of being a gnani in this world, and continue to associate with us through this physical and mental structure of Agnani, because that is his nature, he will keep slipping out very fast. He won't be able to maintain oneness with the body. He will continue to disappear. He had this trouble all his life. At the mention of God, he would fly off into this highest spiritual experience. In order for him to hang on to this body, he took on the guise of being a bhakta, mommy, just to hang on to the body. And exactly the opposite with the case of Swami Vivekananda. He's a great bhakta, a great devotee. And the only way he can maintain body consciousness is to pretend to be the gnani, the intellectual. They were very clever chaps. But the eyes give them away. Look at these eyes. This is a gnani. Look at Vivekananda's eyes, like lotus, bhakta. They give it away. See, they use these guises in order to hang on to the body or the mind. You see, you may be surprised. We struggle to think of the spiritual. They struggle to be human. In order to hang on to this human frame, they take on these various guises, various, if you like, pretenses, in order to continue to interact with the rest of humanity. Otherwise, they fly off.